Morning everybody, how we going? I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera or the water vapour. It's nice and fresh this morning. Got the young bloke down the back there working on around the cottage, just whip snippering, brush cutting down. Another acreage today. First thing to start the week. I just wanted to discuss with you guys a thought process that's been with me since I knew I had another pair of hands coming on board once again, and the business plan and how that shifts when you do have another pair of hands with you. Now luckily for me, the work just keeps flooding in, and I've pushed back more than I can count in regards to even regular work, and this is why I need this extra pair of hands and why I'll keep growing it as long as the demand's there, and give people a job really is the main goal now, and the focus for me is to make sure that they're going to live a comfortable, happy life as well. And of course the business is going to profit. Every business does when you have another employee, it's just how it works. But in regards to that, the motivation for me primarily was never $1 million business in any regard. It's more to do with caring for the clients and the workers at the same time, if that was the avenue or route that I was going to go down. So yeah, so many things floating around, chopping and changing, different plans, different models, different systems you can put in place to make this all viable as well as stay profitable, because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. You've still got to put food on the table for your family as well, so you've got to look at it, how can I create a system that's good for my clients but also good for my workers. So that's where I'm at now, and I've, like I've spoken about before, changed prices greatly since when I first started. So this video is to touch on that a little bit, and just the gear as well, the choice of gear. And I'm always studying, always learning, always innovating as much as possible, as much as you can afford to do, because that's another thing. How much do you want to put back into the business to keep growing this infantry of gear, and then how much do you want put aside, how much do you want to pay your workers too at the end of the day. So it's on a system where it will be, the more you know, the more you get paid. That's just how it is. It'll be a fast track type apprenticeship deal if this young keen worker stays on board. So that's where I'm at with that, and anyone else in the future will be the exact same. It didn't matter who I've had in the past, they were on the exact same system where the more they could do, the more they earn. So that's how it is, and it's working fine. Everyone's happy and can clearly see a fair system. So we just keep rolling with the punches with everything going on with this COVID, but that hasn't altered us or stunted us in any way. Again, we're one of the lucky ones. So this video is just going to have a little bit of mowing footage. So I'm going to show that with the big bopper again, and got some whip snippering to do just down in here. I'll spin this around. So you can see down the back there he's working away. See if I can get him down on that hill. Got one hillside just over the back there to clear. Another little bit here. It looks like the owners have been here recently as well, and they've cleared a lot, which all in that tree line was very overgrown. I thought that's what we're going to be hitting today, but got a bit of a head start, which is good. And then for me, got all this underneath this tree growth that doesn't look as bad on camera, but down in there it's fairly overgrown. And this is an area, and you can sort of definitely see it there. This is an area where obviously the kids come to play and things like that. So I've got you there. Just ran out of cord, so I'll show you how to reload this speed feed head and how easy it is. So you see, I just fed it through the eyelet, straight through, pull it out even, so it's all just one even long thread. Hold it, push in as you're doing it, twist the correct way, and your hands aren't frozen and wet. It's even easier. This cord, it's sort of hexagon shape, very sharp, still sharper at the moment. And I sort of, you can see there, it can be a little bit off, but you just wear that other side down so they're not uneven. Hit it on something, preferably not the tree. There's usually rocks or something in there that you can use to wear it down, and if not, you're usually on a residential where you've got concrete, the road, anything else you can wear that down with. Okay, that's a much better height to be cutting grass at than the other day. It's left a nice finish, beautiful finish for the quality of grass that was here. I'm going to be using this thing on a couple of residentials today as well, so I'll let you all know my thoughts based on that. I might even add it to the comments in this video as well as Facebook, because at the moment Facebook's still driving a lot of it. This is just for my little bit of fun at the moment. So we've just about got halfway through what we've got to get done here. I'm just going to get the snipper again and just run along this edge, sort of right up and along around near the play equipment, and around up underneath. Everywhere that needs doing out the front, I'll just quickly tidy up. I might run the mower over it now, and then get some drone footage. See how much is left down there. Looks like he's just about good to go. Got this other hillside to finish off. Am I good? Alright, leave it there, and if I get any footage on the residential property this afternoon, because I'm guessing it's going to be fairly long. It's been a month since a visit to this particular property, and we'll see how it looks. Cheers guys, bye. Just quickly before I forget, I'll take you over here. Mind the head. Got to it's one thing. Got to extend these, just make it a little bit taller. It's 6 foot, but when I've got my boots on, it's it's right there. You get your noggin on it fairly often. All right, so in here, all the battery equipment. You've seen the hedger. You've seen the long extension dedicated pole hedger as well. This is the multi-tool attachment unit. So all my attachments will live up here. I've got them pinned in here with my rags. But you got the chainsaw attachment in there, which we'll be using this afternoon. In behind that is just a, don't know if you can see that, whip snipper head, which will probably never get used, but it's good to have as a backup, because we've got the 2 main ones, and then got this then to use if we ever need to. If one ever conks out on us one day and we're really stuck, then at least we've got this as the 3rd backup there. So this afternoon I'll be getting the long reach pole, sorry, big truck going past. Long reach pole hedge trimmer for the multi-tool attachment. So what that will enable us is, when we're both on the property, especially in Acreage, I've found the handheld just save getting the platform out, and using the handheld, you use this pole hedge trimmer attachment. Much quicker, much easier, much more comfortable, much lighter as well, surprisingly. When you're reaching out, it's a very lightweight machine, these battery tools. So I'll leave that there. I've got to stop putting it down here. My wife keeps saying everyone keeps looking at your boogers. we'll yeah, get some drone footage here, and then we're pretty much out of here. So cheers guys, thanks again, and if I don't speak to you at this next one, I'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye. Hopefully you got that last little bit of footage there. Now that thing's a beast, that's unbelievable. The reason I'm making these videos too, get back into that natural lighting for you, and away from the noise. That smaller Toro that I've got, the quality, the cut quality, it's good, it's really good for what it is, but I found on this lawn, we're here sort of mid-morning, just before lunchtime, and the dew's just about gone, and it's nearly gotten rid of everything on this very thick, very deceiving lawn, especially being couch. Majority is what is in this grass, in this lawn I should say. And with that, the challenge is, like everyone knows, is the matting up effect of couch, and you usually have to run over it twice, if not 3 times, with a push mower. So the Toro ride-on that I have took two attempts at this. This here, what's left, I can easily blow off the top. There's nothing wrong with that, this finish. And it's taken a nice even cut across the whole lot of the lawn there. So what, 3 or 4 runs, 3 or 4 passes I just made with this big mower then in that little space. It took me all of 2 minutes. So this is where, on massive corner blocks like this is where even that thing will be coming in handy, because it's, at the end of the day, it's productivity. So you don't want to be spending forever push mowing when you've got this thing in your repertoire to use. So I'll get some more footage just up here on this next little bit, and then we'll take it out on the corner and across the driveway. Pretty much going to make a playlist up, a few playlists up, where they're going to be comparing my old whip snippers, my old hedge trimmers, my old mower techniques and uses and what I was doing with them, and you can compare the videos side by side. So then it's just bang bang bang, you can see real-time footage. Even if it's sped up, you can still see just how much quicker it is when you start upgrading your equipment, and that's what it comes down to. That enables me to take on more clients, it enables me to put on more workers, and vice versa. That's just the effect that you're creating by getting more productivity out of your day. So I hope you learned something from this video in regards to that. And there's a bit of fun there with the aerial footage, whether I tag it on the end of this. It looks beautiful. I'm going to probably use it. Now it's all a bit greener for the intro to the channel. Just for now, I'll keep changing it because there's so many beautiful properties that I go to. So I'm just going to keep on every so often changing that intro, and it'll just show the beauty that we have here. And we're so lucky in Australia. There's so many natural beauty in everything that we do and everything we see. So if you love it as much as me, keep watching, subscribe, like, and comment if you feel the need. So I'll get some footage here, guys, and that'll be it for today. Thanks again. Talk to you all soon. Bye. Should have mentioned it's at 2 1/4 inches is what I'm cutting at. I was going to go to 2, but leading into winter, I just want to give it a little bit of extra help, and I wanted to see the quality of cut at the same time. Usually 2 1/2, but it's very strandy type grass here, so 2 1/4 gives a neat finish, as well as gives the grass a chance to stay nice and green all through winter.